Hey everybody, Chris Eggleston here with another review of another property. So this one is also a pretty decent house, I would say. It's in the same area that we've been looking in, um, and just glancing at this one, uh, it is a four bedroom with two bath, but it's only 1,400 square feet. So those are going to be small rooms. Um, and we'll see when we get inside kind of where they put the emphasis on space. Doesn't look like it was in the kitchen based on these photos. Um, but one of the reasons I want to look at this property specifically is um, because it's kind of unique, and I suspect that it was owned by some older people or an older individual, just basically based on the backyard. Okay, so it has, assuming this is all still there, which we'll see once we get into the actual walkthrough, but um, I imagine they didn't remove any of this. But there's this little pond slash waterfall slash stream thingy here. Um, there's a putting green. It looks like it wraps around the house here. I don't know how big it is, but again, something we'll see at the walkthrough. So the backyard is kind of is limited essentially. There's not much you can do back here. You can't fit a trampoline. Um, playing on a putting green might be fun for a little bit, but there's really not much you can do. The backyard's so little, and it's so constrained to what you can actually do. And as a renter, you're not going to go in there and rip that pond out, and you're going to have to maintain that pond or just shut it off. So the water and shut it off, remove the water so it can dry out. Um, it's kind of a pain. This would really have to be tailored to somebody very specific, like the individual who previously lived there. So it does have a nice big patio, which is nice, with lots of shade. If you like to go outside and be on the patio, barbecue, whatever. But again, the overall backyard is pretty limited, and the house is pretty small. And this one here, I imagine that the previous owner um, did all this custom work to the bathroom, put in that shower. Again, because of the assisted handles that are in there, I'd suspect this was an older couple or individual. But we'll look at those things closer when we do the walkthrough. Um, so again, it's currently listed at 2115, four bedrooms, less than 1,500 square feet. Property's been listed for 25 days, which isn't very long um, right now. It would have been considered long probably a few months ago, but as of right now, it's not. Properties are sitting longer. Um, but let's do what we always do and jump down to pricing history. Take a look. All right, so this one, again, sold in April, okay, and then put on the market June 2nd, which was quite literally almost 4 weeks ago. Today's the 27th, so um, almost 4 weeks ago, put on the market for rent at 2180, and has since dropped the price weekly by more than $5 or $10, which is good to see. Um, so they're gonna have to keep dropping the price on this one for sure. I feel very certain um, that it's not renting because of the specificness of the backyard, the limited backyard, and again, a family that wants to move in there is really going to be looking for more of a backyard. It does have appear to have just the one house here on the south side on the right of the photo, and then a huge green belt area on the left. And behind it, I don't think there's any house behind it. I believe it just is. I think there's a canal back there, and then should be based on the area like a church, I think. back there as well. So nothing behind the house directly. Yeah, sorry, here's the overview we can see. So not a canal, but looks like a service area here. And then, yeah, a church right here. So I don't think this is all dirt anymore over here. I think there's something there now, but essentially there's no house directly behind or to the left. So that is a benefit. You only have to deal with one neighbor essentially. Um, but again, so 25 days isn't that long. This is a street lane home, so you will have the fees. We'll see if there's any smart features from the photos. I can't tell that there are. The appliances don't look new, but we'll confirm that. Countertops just look like fake countertops, just wood. Um, Master bath only has one sink because they put that large shower in there. But yeah, so my guess is this place isn't renting because of that backyard. So we'll take a look at it a little bit closer. I suspect their price is going to have to come way down unless they get lucky and find somebody who's really looking for a silly little pond and a putting green in their backyard. So let's do the walkthrough next.
All right, so here we are at another property. This is, forget the name. Anyway, Hidden Canyon Road. I've already got the key out of the lockbox. Ready to go in. Now, as I'm driving in, one of the things I'm looking at is the neighborhood. And this place does have a really nice, clean neighborhood. Right next to the house, and I'll show you this when we go back out front, is a green belt. So it's only got one house next to it on the south side, and then there's nothing behind it or to the north of it. So here we are, we're in the house. Turn on some light. As you can see, again, this is a street lane home. You've got your street lane flooring, vinyl flooring. They don't replace the tiles, so any existing tile stays the same. Here we are in the kitchen. Again, this is not granite, so they didn't redo the countertops. Doesn't look like they put new appliances in. Still got the old appliances. Refrigerator also looks old. Tiny little kitchen, okay? It's got a nice sink, bugs, cockroaches. This is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. It's got a Jack and Jill bathroom here. Let's take a look. Again, didn't change countertops. And this one, the hardware looks new. The toilet does not look new. Shower, again, hardware looks new. The shower is not, it's kind of dirty. All right, these rooms are pretty tiny as well. This is probably the master back here. Yeah, double closet. Let's check out the master bath. This does have a custom shower in here, so we want to take a look at that and mirror, apparently. So the shower is pretty sweet. The previous owner must have put this in. I'm guessing they were older. And I'll explain that further in the back. So again, because of the bigger shower, they only have the, and the small bathroom. There's only one sink. Let's see, toilet is not new. And I checked that. This is not new. The previous owner probably put those in. I checked the toilets only because, like I've mentioned before, we live in a street lane home currently, and they put new toilets in our place. So a little bit more explanation of why I think the people that used to live here were an older couple or individual is because of this backyard. The backyard is not very functional for a family. It's really little for one. Two, it's got this stinky, can't tell, but it is stinky little waterfall pond thing, and it's got a putting green. American flags are cool. It goes all the way around. So the yard is pretty useless if you've got kids. So that's a big negative. We would have said no to this property primarily because of the yard. It's not useful or user friendly for a family. And that is nasty. For one, having to maintain this and keep it clean. Obviously they're not, which is why it's getting filled with algae. So you have to be treating that water and maintaining it. So another reason why this property is probably not doing well. Again, it's small home. It's a 4-bedroom, but it's small 4 bedrooms. Actually, yeah, I went to the left here. So here's the 4th bedroom. So they're small bedrooms, and it's only 1,600 square feet, I think. So, yeah, it's small home. It's over $2,100 a month, as we saw already. I do like that it's got taller ceilings, makes it feel a little bigger, but again, it's a small home. It's in pretty good condition, I would say. The backyard, again, probably a big reason why it's not renting. It takes a specific individual to be interested in a putting green. Put this key back, make sure it's locked. So let me just show you real quick here. The front yard is also fake grass, which is nice. But you'll see the neighborhood looks really clean. There's not a lot of like trashy cars parked on the street. Everybody's landscaping looks pretty decent. And then right here's the green belt to the north, and then behind it is maybe a little canal or something separating it from the street that's back there. So overall, the house is pretty decent. But again, it just isn't ideal for a family who would want a backyard. It is small, even though it's got the 4 bedrooms, its square footage is small. So that's probably why it's not renting. It's just not an ideal property as an investment, I would say, especially with that backyard. If they were to rip out the backyard and make it more user-friendly, even if they just put rock back there so people could do something else, then it might even be more attractive. And 2, the price. It's overpriced for this area out here in Santan Valley. You literally have a shopping center right behind this house here. You can't really see it. Well, there's actually a church there, and then the shopping center's right over there. And there's a main road right there, which I can hear, so you get quite a bit of traffic noise. But yeah, overall, I would say those 3 things. The house is small, backyard's not ideal, and it's way overpriced for what it is. All right, so that's why it's not renting. We'll see you in the next video.